I know what you're asking yourself. Did I trade or sell my Harley Sportster Iron 1200 for this 2022 Street Bob? Alright everybody, what is up? What is up? As always, thanks for stopping by to another video today as we take a look out at the lovely skyline of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania from Lemon Hill. Nice little section to come up here and view the skyline. And we've got our 2022 Harley Davidson Street Bob parked up here. If you tuned in last week, you saw that I just acquired this, and I am pretty excited about this thing. I picked it up last Friday, and as soon as I got back into town with it, it just rained for like 6 days straight. This is the first I've had it out since. Got a new bike, got it home, immediately started raining. Couldn't even look at it. Couldn't even take it from out underneath the cover because it was just absolutely pouring down rain like crazy from that storm that came up the East Coast. But anyways, I'm excited to get out and about on this thing here, get more familiar with it. Like I said, I really only got to ride it that one time, so I'm excited. I've been roaming around the city a little bit, getting used to some of the handling around town. Obviously, it's similar to the Sportster, but quite a bit different. And speaking of the Sportster, one of the biggest questions, obviously, from the last video was, did I trade or sell my Harley Sportster Iron 1200 to acquire this? I know I had a few videos when I said I would never trade it in, and then I started kind of getting a little wishy-washy about it. You guys kind of called me out in one video. That was pretty funny. I was starting to think about maybe trading it or selling it, and people were like, you made a video saying you would never trade it in. I was like, whoa, 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 take it easy now. But like I said, once I revealed this thing, that was the biggest question. YouTube comments, Instagram DMs, where's the Sportster, where's the Sportster? I know because a lot of my followers kind of probably found me from Sportster content, and they probably would be disappointed if the Sportster went away. So today we are going to address that question. Did it go or did it stay? Before we hop on this thing and get this one started, let me know down in the comments what you think. What is your prediction? Did I trade it? Did I sell it to get this? Do I still have it? Drop your prediction down there and we're going to let you know in just a minute. So like I said, I've had a lot of conversations with you guys on here. Should I keep the Sportster? Should I trade it in on something different? And I know a long time ago when I first started this whole thing, a lot of my mindset was, you know, I don't think I'll ever trade the Sportster. Like, I'll just keep it forever. And then actually on one of my more recent videos, I started to get a little wishy-washy when I really started to think about getting closer to actually getting a Street Bob or something else. You know, maybe like I was also very interested in Road King, Lowrider S, stuff like that. But really, my main focus was always a Street Bob. And if you saw that video by any chance, I said, is it worth it to have a Street Bob and a Sportster? Because they are very similar bikes. Obviously, you know, the Street Bob has the much bigger engine. It's the soft tail frame. But, you know, if you think about it aesthetically, if you think about it functionally, they're very, very similar bikes. And I was like, would it even be worth it? Oh boy, let's dodge this. I'm like, would it even be worth it to keep the Sportster when I really feel like these are two very similarly functional bikes? Also, I mean, the look is almost identical too. It's all blacked out. You got 12-inch mini apes. And I almost kind of started talking myself out of keeping it. I'm like, if I get a Street Bob, like, I don't really need the Sportster. Don't even know how much I would really ride it. But then obviously there's also the added benefit. You trade it in, you sell it, you get more money towards a new one. You got most of it paid off already, small payment, less to like all that different stuff. Obviously those were factors that went into my decision as well. But then obviously you have benefits to keeping the Sportster also. I mean, you've got then two bikes. Obviously, who doesn't want two motorcycles in their fleet? That was actually always my reasons why I didn't like do so much to the Sportster sometimes, because I'm like, man, I don't want it to be down. Like, you know, I don't want to take it to the shop. I don't want to be messing around with it. I don't want it to like not be rideable because I don't have anything to ride. I mean, that's one of the benefits to having two bikes, obviously. But obviously, at the end of the day, I did have to make a decision because I really wanted to get this Street Bob. I didn't want to pass it up. Got a really good deal on it that I'm going to talk about later. But like I said, I had to go ahead and make that decision. Am I going to trade it? Am I going to sell it? Am I going to keep it? And now it is time to let you guys know, what did I do? Drum roll, please. I kept the Harley Sportster Iron 1200, so there you go, folks. We are on it right now. I did not trade it. I did not sell it. I kept it. We have the Harley Sportster Iron 1200, and we now have the Street Bob as well. So there you go. Like I said, that was the big question after the reveal of the Street Bob. Did I keep the Sportster? Did I get rid of it? Did I trade it? Do I still have it? That was the big question, and it was timely fine to answer that. I know a lot of people were probably going to be sad if it was gone. That was obviously probably why a lot of you guys are here. Like I mentioned, this is really what the channel was kind of started off on, founded on, was the Sportster content with the Iron 1200. I hope nobody left because they thought I got rid of it. But yeah, so like I said, some reasons that I just wanted to keep this bike, just felt like I had to keep it because for a couple different reasons. Like I said, well, the first one obviously, what's wrong with having two bikes? Nothing. Two's better than one. But I mean, a lot of my thought process really kind of went into the fact that the bike is paid for, it's very low maintenance, you know, insurance, a little bit of upkeep, this and that. It's not like a big kind of financial obligation at this point. Also, with the news coming out of the Sportster going away, obviously this is a 2019, kind of one of the last model years of the Evo Sportsters. I felt like it would be a good idea to keep that as well for that reason. And because now I really do want to do some different stuff with this bike. We're going to make a whole other video on that, on the future plans for the Sportster. I do have some plans of some new different stuff that I want to do to this. I really kind of want to totally transform it. I'm not going to give you guys the full details on that yet, but we're going to have some cool stuff coming up with the Sportster now that we still have it, obviously. Let's actually go ahead and pull over and take a look at this thing, give it its due justice here. There we go, quick look at the beauty. She's a little dirty right now, but yeah, like I said, I just like this thing too much. Like, I just couldn't get rid of it. Luckily, I was in a position to not get rid of it. Like I said, go ahead and keep both. We've got the Street Bob, got the Iron 1200 now. We got some cool plans coming up with this. Like I said, I did go back and forth a little bit on this. Like I mentioned in some videos, you know, I could get rid of it, I could keep it, put a nice chunk down on a new bike, the Street Bob I just got, or keep it, have two bikes. I just really felt like I was in a good enough position to go ahead and keep it, and I'm excited for what the future is going to hold now with this bike, the Iron 1200. So hope you guys didn't get too mad drawing that one out a little bit, making you think maybe I got rid of it, maybe I kept it, keeping you guys in suspense. But we do have two now, so hope you guys are ready for more Street Bob content. Hope you guys are ready to continue with more Sportster content as well. We're going to make a whole nother video about how we're going to transform this thing a little bit. I'm going to totally change this up and kind of do some cool stuff with it moving forward into the future. Alrighty, so let's hop back on, finish this one up. So there you have it. At the end of the day, I just could not get rid of this thing. I've got almost 17,000 miles on it at this point. I think that's pretty good for a Sportster within, what have I had this, 3 years? That's a pretty solid number, 17,000 miles within 3 years on a Sportster. I know a lot of people don't do that sometimes. Say the Sportster is just for short distances, but... So there you have it, another week, another reveal. Well, maybe not totally another reveal, just answering some of the suspense questions that you guys had on whether I would keep it, or trade it, or sell it, or get rid of it. Now you've got your answer. If you have any questions on the Street Bob, on the Sportster, why I kept it, why I didn't sell it, feel free to drop them down in the comments and let me know. Also, let me know what you would like to see moving forward now that we have the Street Bob and the Sportster. Let me know what type of stuff you want to see. Let me know what you want to see me do to this bike. Like I said, I've got some plans for it, but always open for suggestions as well. But as always, that's going to wrap this one up for now. If you want to see more Sportster content, Street Bob content, motorcycle content, Philly content, make sure you go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel. As always, we will catch you on the next one. Make it a good one, guys. It's the Moto John. We'll see y'all on down the road. Peace.